Hi everyone, my name is Sapna Manangde and my partner name is Tanushri Patil. We are the students of Ashok Mane Institute of Pharmaceutical Science and Research, SAVE. We are presenting the difference between prokaryotic and the eukaryotic cells. This video is guided by Mr. Azad Dhage sir. Difference between the prokaryotic and the eukaryotic cells. In eukaryotic cells, nucleus is present and in prokaryotic cells, nucleus is absent. In eukaryotic cells, number of chromosome is more than 1. In prokaryotic cells, number of chromosomes is 1, but not true chromosome plasmids. In eukaryotic cell, cell type is multicellular and in prokaryotic cell, cell type is usually unicellular. Some cyanobacteria may be multicellular. In eukaryotic cell, true membrane bound nucleus is present and in prokaryotic cells, this one is absent. Example of eukaryotic cell is animals and plants, and example of prokaryotic cell is bacteria and the archaea. In eukaryotic cells, genetic recombination is by meiosis and fusion of gametes. In prokaryotic cell, genetic recombination is partial unidirectional transfer of DNA. In eukaryotic cells, lysosome and peroxisomes is present, and in prokaryotic cells, lysosomes and peroxisomes are absent. In eukaryotic cells, microtubules is present and in prokaryotic cells, microtubules is rarely present or absent. In eukaryotic cells, endoplasmic reticulum is present and in prokaryotic cells, endoplasmic reticulum is absent. In eukaryotic cells, mitochondria is present and in prokaryotic cells, mitochondria is absent. In eukaryotic cells, cytoskeleton is present. In prokaryotic cells, cytoskeleton may be absent. In case of eukaryotic cells, DNA wrapping on proteins, eukaryotic wrap their DNA around proteins called as the histones. In prokaryotic cells, DNA wrapping on proteins is multiple proteins act together to fold and condense prokaryotic DNA. Folded DNA is then organized into a variety of conformations that are supercoiled and wound around tetramers of the HU proteins. In eukaryotic cells, rhizosomes is larger and in prokaryotic cells, rhizosomes is smaller. In case of vesicles, they are present both in a eukaryotic cell and the prokaryotic cells. In eukaryotic cells, Golgi apparatus is present and in case of prokaryotic cells, Golgi apparatus is absent. In case of eukaryotic cells, chloroplast is present in plants and it is absent in a prokaryotic cells. Chlorophyll is scattered in the cytoplasm. In eukaryotic cells, flagella is microscopic in a sign and membrane bound, usually arranged as a 9 doublets surrounding the 2 singlets. In prokaryotic cells, flagella is submicroscopic in a sign and composed of only one fiber. In eukaryotic cells, permeability of the nuclear membrane is selective and in case of prokaryotic cells, the permeability of nuclear membrane is not present. In case of eukaryotic cells, plasma membrane with steroid is yes, and in case of prokaryotic cells, plasma membrane with steroid usually no. In eukaryotic cells, cell was only in the plant cells and the fungi, chemically simpler, and in prokaryotic cells, cell wall is usually chemically complex. In eukaryotic cells, vacuoles is present, and in prokaryotic cells also, vacuoles are present. In case of eukaryotic cells, cell size is 10 to 100 micrometer and in prokaryotic cells, cell size is 1 to 10 micrometer. Thank you.